This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
.15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samarsingha and read by Niranjan Abesundara. A lawyer injured in the Easter Sunday attack claimed damages of 500 million rupees from 12 persons, including the former president. Former President Sirisena expresses regret over the statement of the Archbishop. Justice Minister revealed the removal of the former Chief Justice Mohan Piris is illegal. State Minister Surachani Fernandez said the inoculation of the second dose for COVID will commence this month. In world news, India ramps up vaccines. The daily cases hit 100,000. Sports news is athletics. Kenya's Ruth Chepngetich smashes the world half marathon record. A lawyer who was injured in the Easter Sunday attack has sent a notice to a group of people, including former President Maithripala Sirisena, demanding compensation. Attorney at law Moditha Ekanayaka has sent notices to 12 persons, including the former President Maithripala Sirisena and former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, demanding a compensation of 500 million rupees. He demanded a compensation for causing serious body and mental harm caused to him by not preventing the Sunday attack when there was sufficient intelligence information. 12 individuals, including former President Maithripala Sirisena, former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, former State Defence Minister Ruwan Wijewardena, former IGP Puri Jayasundara, former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando and Attorney General have been notified. Former President Maithripala Sirisena says that he regrets the statement of the Archbishop. The Archbishop, in his Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjith, questioned before the media yesterday at how the former leaders who acted irresponsibly during the Easter Sunday attack are trying to get back into power. When the journalist asked for the former president today about the statement, the former president said he regrets about the statement. He also said the Provincial Council Act should be presented in Parliament. Minister Ali Sabri said that removal of the former Chief Justice from his post is not legal. Justice Minister says steps will be taken to correct the wrong decision, but is not legal. Justice Minister mentioned this in reply to a question raised in Parliament today by MP Pramita Bandara Tennakon. State Minister Surachani Fernandez said today the inoculation of the second dose would commence on the 19th of this month. She told the Parliament 300,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine were in stock to be used for the second dose. Responding to a question raised by SJP parliamentarian Juganda Karunatillaka, the minister said vaccination of second dose would take place from 19th of April to 30th of June. She said stocks of AstraZeneca vaccines that have been ordered from India will be received during this period. Meanwhile, State Minister Chandraja Sumana said COVID-19 Sinopharm will be added to Sri Lanka's inoculation drive from today. Chinese nationals residing in Sri Lanka are expected to be given priority under the first phase of the Sinopharm vaccination drive in the country. The petition filed against the Gazette increases estate workers' daily wage to 1,000 rupees has been fixed for hearing by the Court of Appeal. When the case was taken up before Justices Arjuna Obesekar and Mayadun Korea today, it was decided the petition will be heard on the 5th of next month. 20 plantation companies have filed a petition seeking a written order nullifying the government's Gazette notification declaring the daily minimum wage of deed and rubber plantation workers to be 1,000 rupees. Minister of the GLP said that the government has given priority to introduce a new constitution which is need of the country. 43 years has passed after introducing the present constitution. The minister pointed out society has changed during this period. Therefore, the minister said today there is the need to introduce a new constitution after studying the present constitution in depth. He said an expert committee has been appointed to compile a new constitution. Mr. Piris said that a committee would give their report to the government before June. A report will be submitted to Parliament if necessary amendments on elections. A 15-member committee constituting of all political parties represented in Parliament will study the report to take necessary measures. Director General of the National Transport Commission, Nilan Miranda said that more buses will be deployed from the 9th to the 19th of this month due to the festive season. He said special bus service will be operated from the provinces to Colombo from the 15th to the 19th of this month. He said complaints can be made over telephone number 1955 if health protective measures are not being implemented in buses. Meanwhile, the Railway Department said a special train timetable will be implemented in connection with the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. The Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau said since the opening of the country tourists on 24th of January, the 10,000 tourists had visited Sri Lanka. According to a number of 9,629 tourists arrived in Sri Lanka from Kazakhstan, Germany, United Kingdom, Ukraine, Russia, India, China, Switzerland and Canada. Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said discussions are underway with embassies and airlines to attract new airlines and increase the number of existing airlines. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
Event organizers say that Pushpika De Silva, who was stripped of her crown of Mrs. Sri Lanka 2021 by the reigning Mrs. World, Caroline Jury, at the beauty pageant held last evening, will be recrowned following a media briefing tomorrow. Pushpika is presently in hospital seeking treatment after her assistant said she had suffered injuries to her scalp after the crown was violently pulled off her head by Jury. Pushpika has also launched a police complaint about the incident. Jury had waited till all the judges and the VIP guests had departed the show and then stormed on stage claiming that Pushpika was a divorcee and hence was not entitled to the crown. Two suspects who had been arrested by the Terrorist Investigation Division after being deported from UAE have been found to have propagated extremist ideologies. Sri Lanka police and the TID recently arrested two individuals who were deported from the UAE over various offences. One suspect, a 44-year-old from Mavanella, had been arrested on 30th of March, while the other, a 47-year-old from Mathare, had been arrested on 25th of March. But the investigations carried out by the Terrorist Investigation Division had revealed the duo had conducted various lectures for Sri Lankan families in the UAE. And that ends local news for now.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
93,436 COVID-19 patients have been reported from the country by this morning. Epidemiology unit said that 90,563 have recovered from the virus. 2,292 are undergoing medical care at hospitals and treatment centers. 581 have died due to the virus. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
And on to Watchlight. Sri Lanka College of Journalism will launch a certificate course on fact-checking for electronic media on the 3rd of May. It will be conducted for the Sinhala and Tamil media journalists free of charge. The course will be held online. Electronic media journalists who wish to apply for the program should complete the application online at Sri Lanka College of Journalism website www.slcj.lk. Further information can be obtained over telephone number 071-764-0015. That came to in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polybasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
India ramps up vaccines as daily cases hit 100,000. COVID tests are to be offered twice weekly to all in England. ASEAN leaders meet over Myanmar. India stepped up its coronavirus vaccination drive amid a deadly second wave of infection. The country on Sunday reached 100,000 daily caseload mark for the first time since the pandemic began. Everyone aged 45 and above is now eligible for the jab. Some states are also targeting specific groups like bank workers and lawyers. Nearly 80 million doses have been given so far, mostly frontline workers and people above the age of 60. Everyone in England is to be given access to 2 rapid coronavirus tests a week from Friday, under an extension of the government's testing program. Lateral flow kits, which can provide results in around 30 minutes, will be available for free of charge at testing sites, pharmacies and through the post. Health Secretary said it will be helping to squash any outbreak as the lockdown eases. But critics of the program say it risks becoming a scandalous waste of money. Brunei, the chair of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations countries, today threw its support behind a regional leaders meeting to discuss developments in Myanmar and said it had asked officials to prepare for a meeting in Jakarta. Indonesia has led officials by members of ASEAN, of which Myanmar is a member, to encourage a negotiated solution despite a long-standing policy of not commenting on each other's domestic problems. And back to the headlines of the world news. India ramps up vaccines as daily cases hit 100,000. COVID tests are to be offered twice weekly to all in England. ASEAN leaders meet over Myanmar. That was World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
The best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polybasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa vested with the people of Kanugahawaba Model Village constructed by the Air Force on request from the President after listening to the grievances of the villagers during the 4th discussion with village program held in Kapitagolava. Kanugahawaba Village in the Kapitagolava Divisional Secretariat was selected for the discussion with the village program which was held on the 30th of December. That is Development News.
Development News was brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
On to sports news. Athletics. Kenya's Ruth Chepngetich smashed the world half marathon record yesterday, clocking a time of 1 hour, 4 minutes and 2 seconds at the Enkole Istanbul half marathon to shave 29 seconds off the previous mark. 26-year-old winner of 2017-2019 sprinted away from Ethiopia's Yilmazov Alor across the final stages, raced to win by 38 seconds. Golf news. Rookie Patty Tavadanaket claimed her first major despite stunning record equaling around above 62 by Linda Kaur at the ANA Inspiration in California. Thailand's Tavadanaket 21 shot a 4 under 68 to complete a wire-to-wire victory at Rancho Mirage as she finished 2 clear of New Zealand's Kaur. Kaur set a tournament record 29 on the front line and matched Lorena Ochoa's record score for a round. She is the first rookie to win the event since Julie Gensker in 1984. Motorsports. Yamaha's Fabio Quartararo won the Doha Grand Prix yesterday after one sensational lap saw him move from 3rd to 1st in Qatar. 5 laps from the finish, the Frenchman overtook Pramac Racing's Johan Zarco and George Martin, demoting them to 2nd and 3rd. Spanish rookie Martin, who started on pole, had led for most of the race before Quartararo passed him. That was sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The Securities and Exchange Commission said that any measures towards segregating the chairman and CEO roles will only be taken after detailed discussions and broad consensus among the relevant stakeholders. SEC last week published a new public consultation paper seeking public views to strengthen corporate governance rules of listed entities. According to the Commission, the rules are still in the form of a draft and have been compiled, taking into consideration the proposals that followed detailed discussion it had with various stakeholders. That was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
The banking sector's return on equity, which is a key ratio that is used to gauge the attractiveness of the sector by investors, made an about turn in 2020 and the sector delivered robust earnings defying the pandemic-induced challenges. According to the latest data, the banking sector return on equity climbed to 11.3% in 2020, the highest in 2 years after sector earnings reached a record high on the back of the emerging credit growth despite high credit costs on account of possible bad loans. That is economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Met Department says showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Sabaragama province and in the Kaluthara, Gaul, Mathura and Nureli districts in the evening or night. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabaragama and western provinces during the morning tomorrow. Meanwhile, the sun is directly over Sri Lanka from today to the 14th of this month. Nearest areas of Sri Lanka over which the sun will be overhead tomorrow are Dorangada, Idalgada, Agrawatha, Alvaltara, Ranbala, Godaveli Pokonahela and Kumanawaba. That was the weather report.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And back to the headlines of the news. A lawyer injured in the Easter Sunday attack claimed damages of 500 million rupees from 12 persons, including the former president. Former President Sirisena expresses regret over the statement of the Archbishop. Justice Minister agrees the removal of the former Chief Justice Mohan Piris is illegal. State Minister Sarashini Fernandes says inoculation of the second dose for COVID would commence this month. In world news, India ramps up vaccines, the daily cases hit 100,000. Sports athletics, Kenya's Ruth Chepngetich smashes the world half marathon record. That in the news this evening, and back to your friend and mine, Chandra Vidakon, to keep entertained this Monday evening. Over to you, Chandima.